Last night I watched the new Dinesh D'Souza film, Police State, and I want to recommend that everybody watch this film. In this movie, Dinesh D'Souza is tackling the most important issue that we face as Americans, even though people don't really see it. A lot of Americans are waking up to the threat of the FBI, the weaponization of the DOJ, and our government targeting people, American citizens who are conservative. So this is a very well done film, and he does focus on many issues. I think it shows the wide range of the problem, how it started, what we can do about it, how bad it is, and we have a lot of people who were involved, like the pro-life father who they raided his house, mothers who are speaking out at school board meetings. So, like I said, this is a very, very important issue, the most important issue that we face. What kind of country are we going to be? Is America still the land of the free and home of the brave? All of our liberties are being under attack. We have censorship here. We have political prisoners. He talks about the whole thing. So people need to open their eyes to what's going on. And I recommend watch this movie, tell other people about it. We need to get as many people to watch this as possible. I saw it at the premiere, and once again, I knew, because I watched the movie where I know that Dinesh D'Souza lives. I said, I bet he's going to be here. Of course, that was the closest theater showing the movie from where I live. So Dinesh was there and his wife, Debbie. It was good to see them. I've actually met them before at Houston Baptist University a few years ago, so it's good to see him again. It's very nice of him to come and engage with the audience.
How that really comes home. Once you've watched it, help us get the word out. I mean, we're sold out today. We have a few seats for Wednesday, but if you're on social media, put it out there, or just make a video saying, I saw this film. Here's what I think, and then just hashtag Police State or just hashtag Police State Film. And that way, that's how I search for it. So I'll probably see it if you do the hashtags. So I see one question. I'll just take a single question, and then we need to get the show on the road. Go ahead.
Meet you afterwards?
Pardon me?
Can we meet you afterwards?
No. Well, let me just say why. Basically, there's another screening at 7. So Debbie and I were kind of on our way to dinner. We're going to swing by, say hello to everybody. But just in a general way, we're going to do the same at the next showing, but we're then going to take off. So hopefully there'll be another time to shake hands. Some of you I recognize. This is actually our neck of the woods. We don't really publicize it, but we do live around here, so this is our neighborhood theater. So great to see you all, and enjoy the show.
But all of Dinesh D'Souza's films, starting with Obama's America, 2016 Obama's America, have been excellent films. And What's So Great About America, just the other films too, about the one about Hillary Clinton and Trump card. So I recommend people watch all of his movies, and I appreciate what he does. Also, Dinesh D'Souza has a podcast. I usually listen to it. I really think that Dinesh D'Souza is one of the greatest conservative thinkers, and I recommend people to follow and listen to what he has to say, and he's calling it out the way it is. Our FBI is corrupt, and you have to wonder, watching this movie, you think about it, just with the issue of the open border. So what's happening, just look around you, open your eyes to what's going on, and he talks about this, the election was stolen. He refers to his movie 2,000 Mules, which proved that Joe Biden did not win the election. This film also briefly deals with voter fraud. He touches on all the salient issues about where we're at as a country right now. So the FBI is out to get Trump and the Republicans from the get-go. They align themselves to the Democrat Party, the Marxist agenda, and it's frightening. It's frightening they have this power. And this election in 2024 is pivotal. And hopefully the American people are going to get out, organize, vote, and change the course of our country's future. Either we're going to become a totalitarian police state, or actually continue to be one, because we're already there right now, sadly, or we can restore American greatness by restoring America as, like I said before, land of the free and home of the brave, restore our cherished constitutional liberties, the right to peacefully assemble, the right to petition your government, the right to freedom of religion, to worship, freedom of speech, the freedom of the press. All these things are being chipped away by the police state, by the Democrat Party. And it's very frightening, it's very disturbing. And I think it's a very good movie, but there are some things that didn't make it in the film that Dinesh talks about when he's promoting his film. So this is like a beginning of conversations, and perhaps he's going to have like special features. But very powerful, very powerful. He deals with the issue of the Patriot Act, which when that was going on, I was in Iraq fighting for the country, but I always felt uncomfortable. I feel like a lot of the things in the Patriot Act were not necessary. And now we see how dangerous the Patriot Act is. It needs to be repealed. And it's funny that, these congressmen make empty threats. Oh, we're going to take away FISA. It's like, oh, the FBI, we need FISA. Of course they want, it's easy for them to, to violate our rights if they have something like, they don't have to bother with the niceties of the Constitution and civil liberties with something like FISA and the Patriot Act. But many Republicans, I understand. I fought in the war on terror. I love the Arab world, I love the Middle East, but I'm adamantly opposed to Islamic extremism. I understand that, we did need, and we still need it. But now we're seeing, I felt really happy about Trump and, bringing about stability and moderation and seeing the Muslim radicals on the run. But now look at where we're at. Look at where we're at now. It's sad. I always see this resurgence of Hamas and extremist Islam and horrific attacks. We need to. It just shows how great the President Donald Trump was, and hopefully we'll get him back in office and be able to restore things so we can have peace, security, prosperity for everybody. One of the things that Dinesh D'Souza has said, and I want to mention right now, is he's talking about January 6ers. It's like we need to have January 6ers to run for office and have them elected. So I'm running for office in HD 18. If you're listening to this video, please pray for my race in HD 18. We have a really bad incumbent who's he's a Democrat who runs on the Republican ticket. He's a rhino. So he campaigns as if he's I'm a conservative Republican. Then he goes to Austin and he supports the Democrat Party. And he also supports this Colony Ridge, Taranis, Houston, which is the largest hub of human, drug, and sex trafficking in the United States, in the world. It's horrific. And we need to crack down on that. So we need to get this man voted out of office, and just pray that I'd be able to win and that we can close down Colony Ridge, because we need to save America, right? But our hope is in God. Our hope is in Jesus Christ. We need a spiritual renewal, but we also have to have strong, brave, courageous men who are willing to stand up. And I think that Dinesh D'Souza making this movie was also a great act of courage on his part, where let's just be brutally and bluntly honest, and let's face the problem as it is for what it is. So it was good to see Dinesh again, and I got a little video clips of him speaking for a few moments. So I just want to say to you out there, please watch this movie. Please share information about it. Get other people to watch it so people can be informed, so we can take action. We're going to have retribution when Donald Trump. It's not retribution as much as accountability and justice. And we're going to have to disband the FBI. That's not really enough. We're going to have to criminally prosecute FBI agents who've been involved in this corruption and weaponization against the Constitution, against people's civil liberties. We need to make sure that as many agents as possible are involved in this spend as long as possible in prison. I'm hopeful we get these people in prison for decades, but we have to abolish the FBI. It's like, doesn't the FBI serve a legitimate government function? Well, I don't even think we need them. They're so bad. We need something. We deserve better, and these people need to be held accountable for waging war against our Constitution. So it needs to be scrapped if they want to create another organization that does a similar task or thing the FBI does. We need reform, but the FBI as it is now must be abolished. And this movie is a good tool and opening people's eyes to waking up to see the necessity of doing that. In conclusion, I recommend you go and watch the movie and tell the people about it. It's showing again on Wednesday, which is tomorrow as I make this video, and then on Friday night they're going to have a virtual premiere. They're going to have a big virtual premiere, I think, in Los Angeles. But at that point, people are going to be able to go and watch it. I mean, it gives many people to watch this movie as we can, because it's really hard to believe. I think before January 6th, which was all that violence is the FBI operation, obviously. But before January 6th, it's probably, it was just hard to, people looked at the FBI as, this is this premier elite law enforcement organization. And now we see it for what it really is. And you realize, based on what they're doing, they're not worried about the reputation of the FBI. You think they'd be interested in protecting the reputation of the FBI. I don't care about that. All they care about is these are left-wing, radical political ideologues, and power is what matters to these people. I read Machiavelli's The Prince when I was in college, and he's saying, well, the prince, it's better to be feared than loved. Ideally, you want to be feared and loved. But if you have a choice, according to Machiavelli, it's better to be feared. So all the love that the FBI has enjoyed since that scoundrel J. Edgar Hoover founded it, corrupt scoundrel. So it's been bad since its inception. All that favor and high esteem is being held, and that's lost. But they don't care, because they realize that if they're able to maintain power in 2024, they want to instill fear in you, because the FBI will be coming for anybody that represents any threat to the Democrat Party. They'll be kicking down your door in the middle of the night and pulling the guns in front of your children. And that's the future they have in store for us. That's why we need to be engaged, we need to be active, we need to defeat these people, and then we need to disband the FBI and politically prosecute and incarcerate as many FBI agents as possible. So thank God for Dinesh D'Souza, thank God for him showing this, what's been going on. Brings in Ruby Ridge, brings in Waco, talks about the Patriot Act, talks about the January 6th FBI operation, victims of that, the school board issue, and even censorship online the FBI is directing, which I've suffered from. And of course I was at January 6th as well, and of course they're harassing and coming after me, even though I just exercised my constitutional rights. But that's what the FBI is about. They want to crush people. They want to create a Marxist totalitarian police state. So now's the time to be active. Now's the time to be informed. And now's the time to push back and hold these people accountable. This is our country, and we're not going to become a totalitarian police state. America is going to remain the home of the free, and the land of the brave and the home of the free. And we're going to hold these people accountable. In the FBI and other organizations, even in our military, people who want to go woke, people who have defied our Constitution, who have violated our citizens' rights, they're going to be held accountable for their actions. And I really hope that we make sure that a lot of these people that have done this spend the rest of their lives in prison. So if we're going to get that objective, which needs to be our objective, we need to get this information out there. So go watch the movie and share information on this movie so we get as many people to be informed and become active as possible. So thank you, and God bless you.